Well, here's the thing. To my knowledge, Cinderella was a really risky film for them to make because they were losing profit instead of gaining it. Walt himself was along the lines of saying that if Cinderella failed, he would give up animation for good. Watch Colin Looks Back's Disney Villain retrospective. He talks about it there.
There we go. Okay, for some reason the Twitch mic thing wasn't picking up on me, so... It picked up on your end, but it didn't pick up on mine for some reason. I was like, what's going on?
Weird.
That's what I thought. But
Does that mean like the first few seconds is just gonna be me having to listen to you being silent?
Apparently. But anyway, so let's try that intro bit again. I'm afraid it might not have picked up. If it did, it did. If it did not, oh well, you're gonna hear the introduction a second time.
Confounded hurry!
Why you? Hang on. We'll go check on Tron.
Alright, that time I actually was laughing at something in Kingdom Hearts, Donald's voice.
Thanks, kid. We're putting together a MCP eradication program. I got a hunch it's almost finished, too.
What's so funny about my flashlight, boy?
Nothing. Nothing. I don't believe you.
Hey, this is why you don't use fangled technologies or whatever. For me, I just rely on my old shotgun and a good old beer.
I do not want to picture Goofy as an alcoholic.
I mean, he was a cigarette addict for a while.
Yeah, admittedly he was.
But trust me, my vision actually make no odds.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, I should have all the pages.
Oh my gosh, I wasn't even planning it out that way.
I mean, I figure since we're right in front of it, right?
Oh my god, he's tiny.
What'd you expect? He's a piglet.
Yeah. Piglet's a very small animal.
If he was an adult, I guess you could say he's pygmy. Happy Wednesday. But it's Monday. I'm just gonna walk home now.
Of course, the wind.
He looked like he was about to go get a rope, and then like all of a sudden the wind's like, nope, you don't get to do that.
Piglet!
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What'd you say, Primal?
I said he looked like he was about to go get a rope, and the wind is like, nope, none of that for you.
Oh my. That looks rather fun, doesn't it? Maybe not for him. I say, it seems we have a rather serious predicament. Ow, why can't you just fly up there and catch him?
Yeah.
Because I'm a lazy fucker.
Sora, would you mind going after the poor piglet?
Sure, leave me with all the work.
Fly!
He's an old ass man.
He's an owl, not an ass man.
He's an old fart.
He's an owl, not a fart.
Imagine this from the perspective of Pooh and seeing all of those things fly directly towards him. Oh bother, what are all these things coming towards us? I can barely see for shit.
Oh bother, I didn't know trees could fly.
Quite unusual weather we're having today, huh?
Oh very, you don't need to tell me twice.
But today, I think I shall call you my friend Piglet, who is very brave.
Hello, my friend Piglet, who is very brave.
But it's easy to be brave when I have a wonderful friend like you.
Yeah, that's a mouthful.
I'm happy for
Piglet the Brave.
Oh, and thank you for rescuing
Bravelet.
my friend Piglet. Somebody I don't know.
Braveheart.
Oh,
That doesn't even sound like
Don't mention
it's
it.
connected to Piglet anymore.
And they may take our lives.
It's about
They'll never take our wholesomeness.
Meanwhile, with poo, blood, and honey,
Oh
Not
god,
until
do we have to
when-
remember that?
that's an
not
example
until
of...
at least.
Honestly, that's an example of what I would say should not have gone into the public domain.
It's like as soon as I heard that thing, I was like, what the flip is wrong with these people?
On.
Primal, you could be Eeyore.
Alrighty then.
If someone came destroying my house every single day, I'd be depressed too.
You think they ever bothered to let Eeyore spend the night at other people's places?
I'm sure they have. I want to say there was one episode, although that particular episode was the episode that arguably Eeyore had probably the worst day ever. It's like the episode in the cartoon series where they try to make Eeyore happy, and instead of doing so, it almost tortured the poor animal. And when Piglet come over to try to greet Eeyore, Eeyore was like, hang on, and puts a freaking football helmet on his head, and he's like, alright, do your worst. I mean, seriously, Rabbit was teaching Eeyore how to garden, and his tail fell off, and Rabbit's like, hang on, let me tack this back on, and he does it. All of a sudden, Eeyore's like, ah! And just bulldoze Rabbit with the cart that's attached to him. And then Tigger and Roo was teaching Eeyore how to bounce, and they got spring attached to each foot of him. And I forgot if Al was teaching Eeyore how to fly, and he had balloons attached to him, to which they popped. Forgot how, but they popped.
Probably caught on a branch. But anyways, I just realized that there's one instance that I could think of where Eeyore was genuinely just a jerk in the original. The flood and the aftermath that came from it.
Yeah.
He basically gave Piglet's house to Owl.
Pretty much.
Like, what the fuck, Eeyore?
Splendid. Just splendid.
Now who's homeless?
You still are, you asshole.
No, I'm not. I'm making Piglet pay the rent. I don't know what happened in that episode. I'm just gonna go off the cuff.
Wow. Look at that.
Okay, this is one of those few things, like... See, what we're doing is actually
Belong to someone?
making it creative, not just straight up horror.
Right.
Piglet can pay the rent to Owl's house. I expect rent by next week.
Oh no!
How exactly are you supposed to deal with that? Hashtag first world problems.
I don't know, get a fucking job.
Imagine the IRS just having a donkey just call them.
The writer's burrow. Thank you.
You just fucking stole it, you goddamn dick.
Oh, I was sure I found a safe place for it too. Sorry, it's our fault. We brought Pooh here. Oh, hello, Sora.
What do you mean you brought Pooh here? He just floated in on a balloon.
Pretty much. And then Eeyore guided him the rest of the way.
So yeah, it's Eeyore's fault.
Yeah.
You see, my tumbly's rumbly. Also, Rabbit's just like, wait, if he's forgotten about me, that means he's probably forgotten the time I drew a moose face on his ass.
That's it. He's so hungry, he can't remember a thing.
I wouldn't get my hopes up, and you owe me $6.
Is that in American exchange or British pounds?
Shit, what is the British pound version?
Okay, when if this isn't the highlight reel, you need to zoom in on Eeyore when Primal says, "Shit, what's a British pound?"
Oh gosh! Oh, that's
I
funny!
forgot British pounds existed. I'm sorry. I'm so American.
It's fine, it's fine. I don't know either, but that's funniest shit ever. Oh, good lord. Whew, okay.
Crash Bandicoot much.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's like Crash Bandicoot where Crash is running away from the
Yeah, but he's only running away from one of those. This has multiple. I guess you could say the rain came down again.
Yep.
Dude, this has to be a legitimate roller coaster in Disneyland. I swear, that has to be a real roller coaster. That's so fucking cool. Also, why am I speaking in Eeyore voice?
You're like me when I was doing the Mickey Mouse voice in the end credits of Chain of Memories.
Pardon me, kind somebody. But do you know where I might find another snack willow?
I think Eeyore would probably
you
be the
remember
worst
Rabbit
simp
Eeyore now.
ever when it came to having a senpai. He just, like, after they acknowledge him, he's like, "Thanks for noticing me."
Oh, God.
Okay.
Oh, what have I wrought?
That's so gonna. Wait, someone has to make fan art of that. Thanks for noticing me, senpai.
Gosh.
At this point, I think we might just be stuck doing 100 Acre Wood for an hour.
God,
I
that's
heard
your
about
voice.
the new Adventures episode where enjoyed the taste of medicine.
Wait, what?
Apparently, he tried a lot of foods, and he ended up like in medicine.
Oh
What
dear.
was it? Pepto-Bismol?
Oh gosh. Even Pepto-Bismol isn't great on the best of times.
Colors weave into a spire flame.
That gum.
Wait, does Reflectrix still work here?
Gather.
Close enough.
It does.
I'll take it. It's not reflect, but I'll take it.
Who's ready to turn him into a punching bag? Wow.
That didn't work the way I had. Great. Not my finest achievements. Okay, let's try this again.
Attempt number 2.
It's number 2.
Oh my.
Okay, what the frick? Okay, let's try this again!
Third time's the charm?
There. We got it off him.
And without ripping his head off. I just know that people have memed it to the high heavens by cropping the words to say "cum pulse."
Oh gosh.
This is why we can't have nice things.
Yeah! It's because of that!
We already knew that thanks to data miners. Do you think Goofy would have the right moves to be an ice skater?
Probably.
No, not at all.
I guess you have a good point. Goofy
Abso-fucking-lutely not.
Goofy would be too accident prone.
Yeah, he'd probably break his ankles.
Brank?
Break his ankles and his wrists and every one of his bones. Oh, stop.
Oh, I just remembered. Okay, pause it.
Okay.
I got my Stitch Plus right here!
Oh, nice.
Oh!
You know what this guy kind of reminds me of?
What?
We don't need you.
Boulder from Thomas and
We've
Friends.
advanced their superfluous.
I can see that in terms of the face. It kind of gives that resemblance.
Okay, now his face reminds me of Boko. You can see it, right?
I can. That's the sad thing. I can.
The user will.
Okay, it's just I'm reminded of a scene from Phineas and Ferb where Doofenshmirtz, robot Norm, he's like, "Stop running through walls." He looks at Perry, he's like, "He gets it from you, you know."
Okay.
You know how much money it costs to have to repair every single one of these walls, Norm?
Hey, stop that. It tickles.
Tron is ticklish.
Please stop that.
I think Tron's been hanging around those guys too much.
You think?
Oh, I just remembered a joke that I came up with recently that's slightly flawed.
Okay.
How can you... Why is it that you can't trust blue birds to cross the street?
Why?
They jaywalk. And now we're getting into the part where it's flawed. Because there's something actually called a blue bird, and it was supposed to be a joke on Blue Jay.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, that doesn't work quite as well, admittedly. Maybe for bird enthusiasts, maybe, but not for the normal connoisseurs.
I guess you could say this was really robbing my opportunity at a joke.
Now that worked. Alright, so pay close attention to how this guy works. He's one of the more challenging ones, I'll say. I just hope I can do this.
Is he gonna have his nobody mount in this?
No. He's a lot more unique.
Oh, it's the Phantom all over again.
Landed on the portals.
Or I guess you could probably see it now. Remember when I made the comment of how Beast would have been crammed in like a trunk?
Yeah.
Your face says it all!
What's even funnier is the face that you put on there! Okay, that might be enough of adrenaline to push me to it. Let's see.
Can you stop turning into a tire, Marluxia?
At least change it. Okay, this...
Me and my big mouth! Okay, so you saw the thing I posted in call context?
Hang on. Let's see.
This is where it came from. This is... Oh, gosh.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, that's so funny. Yes!
Well... Sorry, I've not really been paying too much attention.
That's fine. We're just finally getting ahead of things. There we go! Finally! Ah, yes!
How have you guys been?
Doing good.
I'm okay now that I finished my Synesy murdering spree.
I was watching another streamer by the name of Rose Doodle. And listening to her, like, I'm genuinely scared by the potential in my vocal range because her voice kind of sounds very similar to how high-pitched I could go normally.
So basically, I could do a pretty decent Rose Doodle impression.
That's very good.
Hey, there's some range, alright.
You saw that on Twitter? Wait, what did you see on Twitter? Oh, this? Yeah, Fairy Latte made it. Isn't it cute? Yeah, people make such beautiful art for me, and I honestly, I don't know what I did to deserve it, but I'm really happy. I have nice friends, yeah. I love my friends very much, very much. Like, Chris, if this ends up in the highlight reel, you need to put
reference
clip of her speaking next to me.
Okay.
That way these motherfuckers can understand what's going on.
Right.
So do you think when it was a puppy, Cerberus still had 3 heads, or did it gain an additional one with age?
Part of me, in terms of the mythology, I would imagine it had 3 heads at the start. But just for humorous purposes, I think it'd be cool just to imagine that it was 1 head at first, and Hades was like, oh, it's cute, and then as it got bigger, it's like, okay, there's too many mouths on this saying, what am I supposed to do with you?
Oh gosh, I just remembered a comic that I saw back when Sora was announced for Smash as the final DLC fighter.
Oh yeah.
There was a comic somebody made where Sora came over to Luigi and he basically asked Luigi, saying, hey, are you Mario's nobody? Needless to say, Luigi didn't take it too well.
Of course not.
I mean, sure, there's that bit. Like, on one hand, Sora could have been a bit nicer with phrasing things and giving actual context to what a nobody was.
I'm sure the context of a Heartless is confusing to them at first.
But on the other hand, you think that the fighters would probably be given information on what exactly the world that he comes from is like.
That would make sense. Because then characters like Fire Emblem and stuff like that would definitely go over Mario's head.
Hey Mario, what is sex? I don't know, Luigi. Ask me about all.
Yeah, you'll learn when you're older, Mark. Or you'll learn when you're older, Luigi. When you're less moving on.
Can you imagine them getting together, talking about their stories and stuff like that, and Mario, all he's got to say is like, I used to be a plumber, now I fight the dragon.
Although with that said, like, imagine if Bowser had that kind of wand and being able to breathe fire. We know that Magic Koopas can harness elemental stuff. Imagine a Bowser that could breathe ice.
Okay, now that'd be pretty awesome. But of course Bowser would probably be like, just give me some chili pepper and I'll be alright.
I wonder what a typical diet is for the King of Koopas.
I'm sure it's big, hearty, and causes a lot of heartburn.
Like, I'm pretty sure his consumption on the daily would put an average human into cardiac arrest.
Probably.
So who would you say does a better job at raising their son, despite being evil? Bowser or Pete?
Bowser or who?
Pete.
Pete isn't evil when he has a son. Like, he's not inherently evil.
Well, I mean, he is very abusive to his son.
Yeah, about to say, in terms of, like, treating their son right, there is no context for Pete, sadly. I would say...
I'd say Bowser's definitely the better dad. Because, like,
yeah.
Have you seen the Evil Gang thing? The funny Evil Gang meme with, like, Evil Gang, Evil gang. Love you, son. Hope you're doing well. And it's like a text. It's so adorable. And then there's also not something from Mario where he talks about how he raised Junior and how hard it is and tries his best. It is so heartwarming.
And then there's the parental.
Yeah, I'm about to say the
trailer.
parental thing.
Like, he at least makes sure that his son is well taken care of. Meanwhile, he takes no interest in any of PJ's hobbies, rules him with fear. Like, he is a very deadbeat father.
Pretty much, yeah. So, I would have to say, surprisingly, Bowser gets the 1 point.
What do I know? This is the same character that ended up in one of the comic continuities. Blech. This is the same Disney character that was a Nazi spy in one continuity.
That is fair.
And made them have unreasonable expectations. Like, yes, Game Freak is a very big like.
I think I like it better when they are on my side.
They are probably less
Feeling a little
I would say.
And there's folks that I know of that say that Game Freak doesn't have enough time is bullshit.
Watch this.
When saying that is bullshit.
Yeah, because Game Freak is like less than 20 people, I'd say. So it's a very small team.
Whoa!
That are working on one game. And I just feel bad for them.
You're
they have
fading
all
away.
the fans like bitching at them whether they do.
That's
no
what
matter
happens
what,
when
so
you
it's not
put
like
your
they have
whole
a,
being into an
it's
attack.
a lose-lose for them.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's damned if they do, damned if we don't. And meanwhile, we're just talking about this over Axel's deathbed.
Axel's like, nah, it's fine. Go about talking about Pokemon. I'll just fade into nothingness.
Axel's like, damn.
When we find her,
I wish that
you can
was
tell
me.
her that yourself.
Sal, you are one in a million.
What were you trying to do?
Wow, you said that as it just died, and the same thing happened to Alexius.
Timing's perfect.
So is there a reason why this place looks very cyberpunk?
I'm not 100% sure. The world that never was definitely is a confusing world. Because I assume it's, I mean, in my assumption, it could be just man-made. Due to Xemnas' power and stuff like that.
So what you're saying is that he built this all by hand?
Possibility. I mean, from the way he controls the buildings and stuff, it would make sense.
No, not by hand. It's more by hand. Moving his hand and it just works.
Yeah.
Oh, so like Mewtwo.
Pretty much.
His nothingness power is like sort of like Ninja Psychic.
Oh, I see what you did there. Nothingness because he's a nobody.
Yeah.
You feel nothing. Nothing is real. I can give you purpose.
I mean, if you really spin those words for the saying of nothing is real, there is reality in the form of nothing.
You know, playing through the entire series all over again, that line that he said, he was literally hypnotizing Roxas in a way. Basically convincing him that he was nothingness. Like, nothing's real and stuff.
Basically. Just like, you will obey, obey, obey.
Pretty much, the way he says it and stuff like that is like, now it all comes full circle.
Wait, does that mean he brainwashed the others?
That would not surprise me. I mean, how else would he convince them all to say that they don't have no hearts? Roxas was like the only other assumption next to Shion where...
And maybe Axel.
Yeah, but we don't see a nobody version of Axel, if you've noticed. We just see Axel, aka Lee.
Also, I've thought of a different Pokemon to use for Xion other than Mewtwo for her being created.
Okay, I'm interested.
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say it was Silvally.
Silvally?
Yeah, it's one of the legendaries from Generation 7.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so the top image would just be her as a regular form, and then Silvally is when you fight her.
Oh, okay. That actually makes sense.
Got your new name.
I like how we're
You
just
and I
talking
sat
Scarlet
right
and
here
Violet stuff
and
over
watched the
Kingdom Hearts
sunset.
2.
Yeah.
It's just like,
place
these
is
last few streams have just got nothing to do with Kingdom Hearts. Then again, we haven't really talked that much about Kingdom Hearts related stuff anyways, but like, that's kind of part of the course.
You'll see them again.
I mean, to be fair,
specifically one topic.
I mean, to be fair, recently Scarlet and Violet will be coming out, or is coming out, so it only makes
the time of
sense.
this recording, it's going to be in 3 days.
Yeah, so, I mean, it's understandable. Plus, really, in all honesty, there's really nothing else to talk about until we get to, like, Burst by Sleep and stuff like that. Because in terms of what we've done so far, we've talked a lot about Kingdom Hearts 2 and, Kingdom Hearts, Days. With a little bit of Coded added onto it.
Yeah, I wish Coded got a remake, because I own that game.
Coded, but more so Days than anything.
Oh yeah, that too, but then again, it was a mission-based thing, so it kind of, I don't know if it would be good on anything other than the DS at this point.
You don't understand.
You make a good other.
So Days is a very special game to Chris here.
I will not deny that. I will not deny that. I like Days better than Coded, but that's okay.
I really like Coded because of the chip system and with the customization and stuff. I like it more than the
I don't know. You just disappeared. Then me and Donald had to fight some nobodies.
Yes, there was cool stuff you could get, like new different keyblades and
He
stuff.
said
but
he
it was
defeated
just,
Riku.
I didn't like the way that you had to fit into the grid.
Okay, that's it. I'm getting rid of.
That's understandable. Oh, that's a weird thing. Okay, it finally disappeared. For a second there, I was like, is it just gonna stand there the entire time?
She doesn't need you anymore.
I'm supposed to believe that.
Well,
What?
you don't have to. But you can believe this.
Were you doing a voice
Organization
from?
13 has no further
No.
use for you.
What happened?
Just look
Sykes.
there. Our kingdom.
Oh, the tension's building.
Perhaps we should acquire it.
Well, the setup is kind of nice, I guess. But what about all the Heartless?
Maleficent and Peter are like the couple looking for
Way too
houses.
close to the darkness.
Mac, that is more accurate than it needs to be! Like, it's not as obvious until towards the end here, but in Kingdom Hearts 3 and Recode It and all that stuff, oh my gosh, does it hit home run all of a sudden. It's like, my gosh, my brain won't shut off now.
Once again, you underestimate me.
That got me.
All I'm trying to tell you, traitor, is that your time is up.
As
Here
if.
he comes.
I had to get one in.
Yeah.
betrayed us. Gotcha now!
You're thinking the same thing.
Clever little sneak.
Oh my god! What? What the flip?
What happened? I completely ducked out.
Okay, so Zigbar has the ability to alter the arena. He didn't get a chance to do that at all. Like,
So
I didn't
you
even get
the floor with him.
Yeah, he didn't even get a chance to use his signature move. Like, I just completely bulldozed him. I was like, well, when are you gonna win? Oh, okay, you're gonna let me just kill you? Alright, fine. Holy crap! Daggum, that was crazy.
Feeling suicidal today.
Apparently.
Wouldn't you like to know?
So he's shooting a laser at the heart.
Actually, he's trying to collect the hearts.
By shooting a laser at it.
Consider it as Wi-Fi connection.
Through a laser.
That laser is really sticking to you, huh?
Although if he's claiming them, I guess it'd be more akin to a tractor beam?
Pretty much, yeah. Like, he believes that he can use data to have the hearts be transferred into that little storage container and try to encode it or whatever, thus trying to interrupt Xemnas, aka Xehanort's Nobody, plans to open up Kingdom Hearts and stuff. Which, guess kind of works, but not in the same way he was hoping, I imagine.
Gotta know when to hold them back.
No wind to hold them.
I'd rather skip formalities.
So which version of this fight music do you prefer? The one in this game or the one from Chain of Memories?
I kind of like this version, admittedly. But Chain of Memory is pretty good. Okay, gotta concentrate on this. There we go! It's over! That was a good way to end it.
Well, I guess we could end the stream off with reading them.
We could, or we could end it off by beating Saïx. He's right there.
Give him hell.
I figured you'd say that.
Only you use this fire
And as a rebuttal, we beat you once, we'll beat you a second time over.
Do you feel it? The moon's power.
Leave nothing of him behind.
And is over.
Wins.
Sora, I don't feel so good.
Man, those desks are really fascinated by those hearts.
Well, of course, they've been searching for hearts forever. Only to then be consumed by darkness once again. That's a lot of heartless once you think about it.
Yep. And of course, they all had to be shadows.
Of course! Because the freaking game would crash if it was all the different variances. Imagine all of them popping up on the screen at the same time, including the bosses. The game be like,
I can't do a good Peter voice. I can't. I'm trying to do a little Red Hoek. I'm trying to do like a Ren Hoek sort of impersonation.
That voice you did sounded like freaking Jock.
What?
Jock from Cinderella.
Or Jock, sorry. Yes, the little mouse. Sorry.
Okay,
Yeah.
I heard that it's Jack from The Incredibles.
No, I got it confused with how he calls Gus. Never mind, it's just Jock. Because he calls him Gus. Sorry, shush.
Yes,
You know what I meant.
shush.
Oh gosh, one of these days we're just gonna have that happen. You know that, Mech? One of these days is gonna happen. I predict it's gonna be the most funniest thing ever. One of you guys is gonna come off with something random. I'm gonna spew frickin' whatever I'm drinking right into the computer screen. It's gonna be on my nose. It's gonna be all over my shirt and everywhere. I'm gonna be like, gosh!
I'd rather that instead of having you pass out. That'd be kind of terrifying.
I've gotten close, haven't I?
I believe there was one or two times. I can't remember which ones was funnier. Admittedly, though, the Eeyore one was good last time. That was funny.
Yeah.
There's gonna be no end to
He's
this.
like, shit, what's British pounds again?
Go lift some weights, you fat fuck!
Bring 'em on!
You know what I think would have made this fight a lot more hilarious?
What's that?
Instead of the music that's playing in the background now, it's swim this way, we'll dance and we'll play.
Thank goodness there's not a mod for randomized music tracks, or otherwise I would lose my absolute mind. I'd be like, the final battle, and this is what I have to listen to.
Yeah, thank goodness that doesn't exist.
Oh, I'm sure it probably does. I just haven't looked it up.
I can do like I'm pretty good at like very country sounding voices, so I'm pretty good at Goofy. I just can't do his laugh well.
You sound more like Banjo.
I know, I did that go on purpose, but I caught myself sounding like Banjo.
You're like that. It's like that one time you tried to voice King Dedede from the anime, but made him sound like Foghorn Leghorn.
I'll stay!
Like, you weren't wrong about it being somewhat similar to a Looney Tunes character, but you got the wrong one. He sounds more like Yosemite Sam. Okay, am I the only one as a kid who used to pronounce Yosemite Sam's name as Yosemite?
I say Yosemite. And I do not like the correct pronunciation of that word either. I hate it.
I guess you could say Yosemite, want to call it whatever you want.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Here we are, fighting a final boss with Disney-related characters, and here we are just talking about freaking Looney Tunes.
We're in a copyright truck. They're in their own server.
Okay, that straight up looked like a Yu-Gi-Oh monster.
Pretty much, yeah. And that one just looks like a... I'm not sure what you would call it.
Looks like Xehanort's become Xehanite.
Sonic and the Black Knight, hello? Dude, that actually looks badass, though. With all my jokes and shit, that looks
He
kinda
has
cool.
all of their powers.
Pretty much.
That actually looks badass.
Yeah, he does.
And of course, it wouldn't be a Kingdom Hearts game if that was it.
No.
How many phases do we got? 14?
No.
Seems like it at first. Think like 3 more, technically.
God, I wish they made Organization 14. I hate the fact they used an odd number for that.
Well, that's what Shion is, technically, number 14.
Don't you How am I gonna face everyone? Like this?
Leave it to Sora. Super serious moment.
You know
Bring
what
out
I
the
wish
funny face.
we could have had? I wish we could have had a playable Mickey.
I remember years back, whenever I learned about the cheat disc and stuff like that, and I tried coding in being able to play as Roxas, dual wielding, and all that stuff. And while that didn't pan out well, I did try using code that allowed me to play as Mickey. That was interesting, but T-pose. That was very trippy.
Of course he was T-posing. He's the freaking king. He's got to assert his dominance.
Yeah,
You know-
that just looks like a Yu-Gi-Oh monster.
Yeah. Zemna's like, and now I summon my cyborg blue eyes white dragon!
You acted on my tap card. Exodia, the forbidden one.
It's giving me vibes of Eternatus. Like, are you able to pause the fight?
Yeah, I can.
It's straight up Eternatus.
You're right, I didn't even realize that. The way it's patternized and stuff? Would you say this is our first nobody crossover of Pokemon?
I want to say there was one more. How's that thing still flying?
Still got one more wing.
You need 2 wings to fly.
Zemnis is like, fuck you, I built this thing, I can make it fly however I want to.
It's just an over-glorified fin at this point. These two are like, God damn it, how much more do we have to do? Nice tiger robe.
This fight is pretty epic, admittedly. Especially the way it is demonstrated later on.
Oh my gosh, he really does T-pose.
Oh, wow!
Yikes.
Okay, what just happened?
If there was ever a time for you to get a game over, it was here. That wasn't an invitation to get another one!
I know! Okay, here we go!
He's unleashing a spirit bomb.
Then press triangle and X at the same time. Repeatedly, over and over. This is actually the one where it really kills a person's hand and brings out arthritis! Gosh! Gosh. Wow! It's been forever since I've done that.
But in DDR.
I've seen people do that. It's crazy.
Having you for a friend. Then I guess I'm okay the way I am.
What's it like having a friend,
I've got something you can
Riku?
never imitate too.
That's just gonna become our inside joke.
Oh gosh. What would have been bad is if Riku had a response of, I don't know, I've never had a best friend. Oh gosh. I swear that one right there is probably what got me the most.
Sending out an SOS.
Sending out an SOS.
No it isn't. I can still hear the music.
I muted myself. I pressed the wrong mute. Gosh, I really need to pay close attention. Gosh.
And also, we're getting closer and closer to the games that I haven't seen any footage for.
That is true.
Like, we technically were like that with Chain. Well, not Chain. We were technically like that with We were like that with 358 over 2 days.
There you go. Depending on what goes on from here on out, eventually it's supposed to tie up with Kingdom Hearts 4. Whenever that gets confirmed.
And then Kingdom Hearts 6, and then 12, and then 19, and then 45.
69.
Oh, Lord.
What a small world. But part of one that's much bigger.
It's a small world after all.